President Trump, please, I hope you have a plan.
I have concepts of a plan.
Well, MAGA, Trump says he's going to cut Democrat programs. A lot of you are about to see just how Democrat you are. Once he cuts SNAP and food stamps and all these other programs that an awful lot of Trump-supporting MAGA is taking advantage of, he's not just cutting it from Democrats, he's cutting Democrat programs. Democrat programs are things that low-income MAGA lives off of. So as I said, a lot of you Republican MAGA are about to find out how Democrat you actually are. Fuck around and find out. We're at that stage for some of you.
Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Are these food banks or are they Trump rallies? Because I can't seem to find the difference. Can you spot the difference? Because I can't. It's like last year there was another person on the ballot who was actually trying to help people, but instead let's vote for the man who's with the billionaires. That's gonna help us. You know, the billionaires who leech off of us already? Let's vote for him, because he's gonna help us. No! Look at you now, standing in line. You're broke and hungry.
Are you guys wearing the hats when you go pick up the food at the food banks? I think you should wear the hat. I thought you were proud of that shit. Wear the fucking hat when you go get your food. Okay.
Man, I fucking hope like hell EBT gets cut off November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Not only because it would just be good for everybody to see all the welfare queens be exposed for the deadbeat parents they absolutely are, but mostly because it would be really nice to just pay 30 to 40% less for all my goddamn groceries. Have a wonderful day.
So this man literally just said he is willing to let people go hungry. He is willing to let people starve so that he can save 30 to 40% on his groceries. One line of things that he consumes, to save 30 or 40%, he's willing to let people starve. This is a classic MAGA mentality. It's me, me, me. All they care about is themselves, and that's exactly why we are in the situation we are in. Instead of looking out for their fellow man and giving somebody help and allowing people to not starve and go hungry, he would rather selfishly save 30% on his grocery bill. That is the typical Republican MAGA today. Somebody who does not care about anybody but themselves and would literally not care if somebody went hungry and starved. Let that sink in.
Y'all, I got some tea to spill that is unfortunate and real. So apparently, I got to change glasses for this. Apparently, there are people in the South that are freaking out because they did not realize that their food assistance was called SNAP, because they were under the impression that SNAP was only for people of color. They honestly thought that the SNAP benefits, which was used to be called the food stamp program, it used to be called food stamps, they changed it to SNAP to take away the stigma. They didn't realize EBT, WIC, and all of that all are under the SNAP program, I believe WIC is. They honestly thought it was separated by race. And I'm just sitting here in just awe and gross disdain that they are going to lose the benefits they had because they were so misled about what these benefits are and who they go to. Y'all, there is no such thing as race-based aid. Everyone can get the same aid in the United States. You just have to prove that you are in financial need. But apparently, the MAGA acolytes and the MAGA zealots led themselves to believe that food stamps were only for people of color and they were on something else. And now they're about to lose the benefits that they needed. I don't know what is a better example of the blind leading the blind or the dumb leading the stupid, but this is insane, and why reading is fundamental. these are one and the same, just like so many people don't realize the ACA is the same as Obamacare. They're like, oh, I like the ACA. That helped my mother when she was sick, but I think Obamacare is bad. They're the same thing. Like, they're the same thing. And I'm at the point now where I'm questioning adults. I'm questioning the adults I'm surrounded by. I'm questioning if this is healthy. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I think it might, I think Project Earth might need to be trashed. And just, did anybody unplug the US to make sure it just didn't need to get plugged back in? I think we need a full-on reset, because this is sad.
At Little Havana's Domino Park, fear among those we spoke with about the possibility that in just days, those who benefit from SNAP, a federal assistance program, might not get the benefits in November because of the government shutdown. Enrique Gonzalez, who's 79 years old, says he benefits from SNAP. $128 a month helps him a lot. He'll be greatly affected, he says, asking the president for help, reminding us Mr. Trump likely won the presidency because of Cubans here in South Florida.
The senior citizens are almost going to starve.
Almost 3 million Floridians could suddenly be without vital food assistance. This number includes over 1 million children, over 700,000 seniors, and over 250,000 Floridians with disabilities.
So Trump posted this to his Truth Social, and it's already getting shared around by like Republican grifter Twitter. And this is the perfect example of the party told you not to believe your eyes. Because here's what he's saying. Walmart just announced that prices for Thanksgiving dinner is now down 25% since under sleepy/crooked Joe Biden in 2024. Affordability is a Republican stronghold. Hopefully Republicans will use this irrefutable fact. Yes, sure. It is a fact if you look at the 2 websites where you got this information. They're right here. But here's the thing. The 2025 meal contains 15 items, while the 2024 meal contains 21 items. Additionally, most of the brand name items in the 2024 meal were replaced with great value items. And also, is the Walmart website the most reliable economic indicator? This is the dumbest timeline.
In 9 months, we've lifted over 600,000 Americans off of food stamps, which is a record. 1.9 million more American-born workers are employed today. Think of that. Almost 2 million American-born workers are employed today, more than when I took office. That's 9 months ago. Can you imagine that? And I tell Republicans, if you want to win elections, you got to talk about these facts, you know. It's really easier to win elections when you talk about the facts.
PSA, if you were one of my followers just because I supported Donald Trump, you can kindly leave. I no longer support Trump. I no longer support the Republican Party. I don't support the Democratic Party and anything they stand for. I support God. I support the truth. And that's who I'm standing with. I gave him a chance. I don't like the way he's moving. He's done plenty of things I didn't like. But the final straw was the final straw. So goodbye. Have a great life and God bless you.
So I see we have a few Trump supporters who actually realize that they too have to accept handouts. It's not just the illegals and the blacks and, you know, all of the minorities. They too realize that they need some assistance. And it's actually quite funny that they're all about, oh, go work for what you need. You don't accept any handouts. But yet they have 3 to 5 hours to stand in line for food. Now, granted, that's not through the government, but it's from their local community. But still, what about going to work to earn what you, to earn your food and to earn money so you're not in this mess? But yet, unsurprisingly, y'all are the number 1 people in lines at food banks and the ones committing welfare fraud. I am shocked. Not really. But this is just what we get whenever we have these people that are, oh, this is what I voted for. This is the Trump I want to see. He is taking a stand against fraud and blah, 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 blah. But now that they're seeing that, oh, it's not just minorities that's affected. It's going to actually be us too. They're freaking out. And of course, you have the MAGA side of things, and the people on their side are saying, oh, you don't see anybody from MAGAs coming onto TikTok to complain, da 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 da. We're busy working. We are going to work for what we earn, or blah, 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 whatever they say. But of course, they're not going to come on, because then they would have to admit that they're wrong, would they? So of course we're not going to see it, because they would have to actually come onto the internet to admit that they have to accept a handout from the government. Wouldn't that be funny and ironic? And there's so many comments of people that say that, such as the one on the screen, saying that they know someone who supports them. Their whole family lives off of SNAP benefits, and now they have to see what happens to them in the time being, and they don't have any SNAP coming in. And that's what it is. A lot of these white Trump supporters think that, oh, it was just going to affect minority recipients, where they are the number one recipients of it. So how did they think it was just going to affect minorities? If you're on SNAP, then it's going to affect everybody. You don't get to pick and choose who it affects. It is crazy. And a lot of these MAGA people, like the comment on the screen says as well, is that 90% of MAGA lives off of Democrat benefits. And of course, that's probably, this person is just exaggerating a little bit, but it's probably a lot of people. And some of these MAGA people just fail to realize that, because they feel like, oh, it's just food stamps. I don't get anything else. I don't get Section 8, or I don't get, I don't get government handouts and not go out and work for it. So they think it's okay. But if anybody else needs it, then they're the problem. They're just mooching off of the government, get up and work. The same old, same old. And of course, Trump in that one video says, oh, the economy is booming. Things are so much cheaper. I've created so many jobs in my 9-10 months in office. But as you can see on the screen, that's how many companies have laid off workers, and it's in the thousands. So of course he's just making this stuff up as he goes, and we shouldn't be surprised by that, really. We all know, and I think a lot of MAGA knows too, and because they shouldn't be that dumb to think that there's more jobs created under his first year here. It's absolutely no way they're that delusional to think that he's created more jobs. I hope not, but girl, according to what some of the people and the creators are saying in these videos and in these comments, people believe a lot of crazy things out there. People think that there's just a certain sector of people receiving benefits while some don't. Like, I just don't understand that logic. And I just want to make a note that the video of the people, of the men in Miami, the Cuban men in Miami, it does not say anywhere that they're Trump supporters. I know the caption to that video does, but I included it in the video because Florida obviously has been a red state for the past few years. I think Miami did majority vote for Donald Trump. So I wanted to include it because we all know the Cubans love Trump. So it's possible that these men possibly may have voted for Trump. I don't know if, that this was just taken out of context, because it could be. I need to realize that not everything on TikTok is true, and I feel like that's the case for a lot of different types of social media. Everybody thought that everything was going to improve and everything was just going to magically be better under Trump, when in the first year you had people turning their backs on him already. Like the girl I included at the end, the Melissa official. Oh, I remember her from whenever it was earlier in the year, like after he had just won. Oh, she was in the MAGA hat. She was like, oh, this is what I voted for. President Trump is going to do this and do that. Her profile picture, she had the MAGA hat on. And a couple of her videos she still has up on her page. I had never went to look on her page before then, but I'm not gonna lie, she's critical of some of the things she's doing, but I guess she's fed up now. Why now? like what happened, and of course she's not going to say why, but if you were about God, you should have known that this wasn't the man to support. But I digress. But this was one of the main creators, and this is a popular lady on TikTok. I mean, it's not, she don't have millions, but she has over 100,000 followers on TikTok. So I mean, that's major of her to come out less than a year to switch her tune and say that she no longer supports Democrats or Trump. So I wonder what made you do that and switch up, and we don't know why. But yet she still has a few videos on her page seeing with her Keep America Great red hat on. But I guess we'll never know. But the tide is turning. Like, it's going to be a slow tide, and a lot of the, I'm going to say this in every Trump supporter FAFO video, it's going to be a slow turnover, but people are starting to look at how some of these creators are even starting to turn their back on him. To this girl, I mean, like I said, she does have her criticisms of Trump still on her page, but all of her, I went to check, I know I saw a couple because she would come up in search. So I know she was like hooting and hollering, being all in his corner about, oh, how he's doing a good job. Now those videos are gone. Now she talks about just random topics and a little sprinkling here of things happening in the government. But yes, you guys, definitely let me know what y'all think about this down below. Do y'all think that Trump supporters are going to get it through their thick skulls that they're going to be affected by everything with Trump? Of course, you know I want to know what you think of this down below. So don't forget to like and subscribe, because that will really let me know that you're enjoying my videos and want to see more. Now, you guys, I want to hear what type of videos or subjects do you want me to cover, because I'm seeing a drastic reduction in the amount of views that I'm getting. I don't know if it's with the algorithm. I mean, I kind of feel that I post at all times of the day. I mainly post really late at night. And I mean, sometimes I'll randomly get a video that does good, but I mean, on my past couple videos, I haven't even gotten 100 views, and I'm really just concerned on if you guys just don't care, or you just not invested, or you just tired of it. I just want to have some type of feedback. Because I really don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not saying like I've gotten thousands of views, but you know, I'm used to getting maybe at least 500 to 1,000 views. But I mean, the past couple videos, I thought I was shadow banned because I just don't know what's going on. But let me know like your thoughts on what I could do videos on, because I'm definitely open to that feedback. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Bye. See you later.